I have to decide because after using AI writers for more than 1 year, I have to leave all of them but one. Is Jasper AI Writer one of those I'm leaving or the only one I'm keeping? It's actually both, and I'm going to explain why. In this Jasper AI review video, I will share with you what is exactly Jasper AI, some real case studies from its users, best and worst use cases, and 2 of the biggest Jasper AI flaws. In addition, I will share with you my recommendation about this software before you ever think of buying it. In other words, if you want the full picture about Jasper AI and AI writers in general, then you are just in the right place. Here we go. First, what is Jasper AI? Jasper AI is an online AI writer software, meaning it uses artificial intelligence to write for you about anything. The AI it uses is called GPT-3, which is an advanced AI model created by OpenAI. That company, OpenAI, is originally funded by Elon Musk. If this is your first time knowing about GPT-3 or AI writers, then this AI might seem hard to believe. Anyway, let's see a Jasper AI example of usage. So I want to write a poem. Either I can describe it right here, write me a poem about life, or I can write the first words of it right here and let Jasper AI complete it for me. For example, what a lie. And then I'm going to click on compose to make it right for me. And there you go. It's a good poem actually. It's so full of surprise. 1 minute you are up and the next minute you are down. You never know what's going to happen, but it keeps you going until the end. You can see it's a good one actually. And I can also make it follow my pattern. For example, I like the text right here, this text. So I want the AI to generate new sentences similar to these. And there you go. They are similar, and you can notice that the AI follows my pattern of writing what a life, each like 3 or 4 sentences. Remember, that's just one simple example of what this AI can write about. In January 2021, this AI writer was built by David Rogenmoser and his team under the name Convergent AI. 3 months later, it becomes Jarvis AI, and now it's Jasper AI. What's next? Enough changing the name. What about the use cases? The worst use cases are number 1 for big news websites like New York Times and so on, and number 2 for writing scientific studies. Now the best use cases are literally everything and in every niche. From writing stories, articles, YouTube scripts, blog posts, and social media posts, to writing books, emails, and more. Moving to the critical part, the good and the bad about Jasper AI. Okay, the 4 good things are: first, the community. I saw many communities, but this one is really helpful, especially if you are new to AI writing. Second, super friendly writer interface. Jasper AI has some important built-in document format features like H1, H2, H3, bold, and many others. It's even integrated with Grammarly, which is great for writing. Third, and unlike many others, Jasper AI has optimized text output for better context, and it's good for both short and long form writing. Fourth, it has the power mode that enables you to choose what you want to write about so easy. And the bad things or the cons are: first, most of what I've mentioned in the good part are in the boss mode, which is the plan that is more expensive than the basic plan. Second, they managed to change the name 3 times in less than 7 months, moving to the 2 biggest flaws. Just to be fair, these 2 flaws are not just in Jasper AI specifically. They are existed in all AI writers in general. But the good news is that I'm easily getting around them every time. Don't worry, I'll show you how. So first flaw happens when you want to write about something new or a brand new product, for example, you will see that AI writers fail to identify what it is. The simplest example we can try is current US president, and Ctrl J to compose. There you go, it's Donald Trump. So that's wrong. And if I'm going to repeat that 100 times, it will never say Joe Biden. That's because GPT-3 is trained about the whole internet in 2019. Now, the simplest way to get around that is by defining here what is this new thing. Like if it's a product, say that blah, blah, blah is, and blah, just describe it right there, okay? For our example, I'll just say Joe Biden. Okay, so you'll see when I type right here, current US president, it will say Joe Biden. There you go, that's the result. It even got the date correct right here. Second biggest flaw is the factual accuracy. This happens when you write about little known facts. Here is a weird example. Eating sugar is good for diabetes because, and you will notice here that the AI will find a reason for that. And it could be true, like here, because it provides energy and helps to regulate blood sugar levels. That could be true, but I don't know. Now, to get around that very easily, I usually write a few critical words from verified medical sources. For example, if I'm in the medical space, and let Jasper AI completes it for me. For our example, it will be eating sugar. So it's just not, and I'm going to click on compose. It can cause blood sugar levels to spike. And for us, we all know that, but I don't rely on my knowledge, so I go and fact check these statements right here. Of course, they are not complete, but the statements that are generated by Jasper AI, and go just checking them instead of writing them from scratch. Regardless of that, case studies are the only way to see if Jasper AI is good or not. The first case study we have from John, for anyone still saying that Jarvis blog posts don't rank, and it's in December 2021, so that's why he said Jarvis. It was just Jarvis AI, okay? Next we have from Omar, here is my Jasper generated content site's performance after a few months, and there you go, this is the result. You'll notice that most of these results are coming from Google Search Console, which means that those are writing articles, long form articles, like more than 1,000 words, more than even, for me, I'm using 3,000 words and more. But for those, I think the mid-range is between 2,500 words to 4,000 words, okay? Next one we have from Hamish, when the Jasper content hits just right and Google cannot get enough. These results are from Ahref, as per my knowledge. And organic keywords, you can see that it's going up. Also, most of the keywords are from the United States and United Kingdom, which is really incredible. Next, we have from Kyle, and this is not a case study, this is a question, but I saw the results and they are really great. 6 to 7 months ago, I used Jasper to overhaul a friend's website, web copy, meta descriptions, and blogs. Here are the results, and as you can see, they are really good. Next one we have from Ricardo, and it's just a small case study, but just to show you that there are people in the group are just getting started. Like this one, in just 3 weeks, he got his first impressions and clicks from Jasper content. I think that's progress, small but progress, and that's true. Next one we have from Sarav, and this is actually one of the typical results that you will see in Google Console. You will start small, as you can see here from here. You will start small, and eventually, and after Google gets to know you, you will notice that after 2 months, I think, or 3 months, you will start getting that spike. Okay, that's cool. Let's move on to the next one. For the last case study we have from Hamza, 10,000 a month page view milestone achieved in April 2022. And there you go, you can see that it follows the same pattern as the previous case study. And the total article published for this guy are over 300 articles. Without the AI, without Jasper AI, you will never achieve that number in less than 3 years. But with Jasper AI, I think you can do it very easily in less than 1 year. Okay, that's fantastic. How much does Jasper AI cost then? For that, there are two options, the starter plan and the boss mode plan. In easy terms, the starter plan gives you less ability to generate great long form context. And also it gives you less words to write per month. It's just 20,000 words a month. This plan costs $29 a month and it's good for short writing. The second plan is the boss mode. Almost everyone in the case studies were using this plan for generating the results. It's the better option if you want better text, better quality content, and better writing experience with commands. Example, hey Jasper, give me a list of best things to do in holiday. Also, it's optimized for long-form content creation. This plan costs $59 a month and it's good for almost any use case. Also, you'll get 50,000 words a month with this plan. Of course, you can increase it as you need. But hey, there is a 5-day money-back guarantee. Next, who exactly is Jasper AI for? To make it simple, it's for two types of people. First, people who have stuff to write on weekly or daily basis. And for people who don't have stuff to write about, but want to start a side hustle that makes them money. First one is understood, but the second one, making money with Jasper AI, like how? The easiest way is in the Jasper AI community. There is a weekly post for writers and hirers. That's a big opportunity for both sides. A lot of people are working not part-time but full-time on this. You can be one of them by joining Jasper AI even if you don't have any previous experience. That's because you can learn from the simple official training. Back to my answer. Why I said I left Jasper AI and at the same time it's the one that I'm keeping right now. Well, it's very simple. When Conversion AI first came out in 2021, it was really terrible. I remember creating an account and removing it after just 3 days. Yes, it was that terrible. But after nearly 8 months, I came back to see if they made a change because the team behind it is really good. I was surprised by the level of improvement it got after those 8 months. Like moving from rock bottom to be literally my top AI writing assistant. Yes, it's improved that much. Now, my recommendation for you, whatever is your case, is to join Jasper AI for 1 year and dedicate 2 hours per day working on it. You can use that to either work as freelancer in the group if you need money, or level up your writing and 10x your results from 1 post or article per week to 10 per week. And I urge you to try to use it in every case you need text, just to unlock its potential for you. To know how to maximize your benefits from Jasper AI, just watch the free official training. Okay, I was talking too much about Jasper AI. You can either click the link below and join them, or you know what? You can watch a full demo of it right here. Thank you for watching.